Hello, welcome to your class. We're going to get started on the mat. Today is a little bit of a spinal flow. So lots of good stuff for your spine, your shoulders, hips, a bit of everything. We'll get ready. So you're going to come to seated. Okay, so you can be kneeling or cross-legged, whatever feels most comfortable for your ankles, your knees, and your hips. And then we're going to start this morning with a 4-count box square breath. So we inhale for 4 counts. We're going to exhale for 4 counts and just do that a couple of rounds first, just to get comfortable with the length and pace of our breath. And then we'll add a pause. So we'll inhale for 4, pause for 4, exhale for 4, and then pause for 4. I'm going to guide through a couple of rounds and then I'll let you kind of take your own mental count. So we'll begin just with our normal natural breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose, soft. And just do 2 more like that, so nice smooth breath in. And long breath out. We'll add a count. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll add retention. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with your own count. 2 more full rounds. Feeling that pause and floating at the top of the inhale. That empty space at the bottom of the exhale. Good. When you've completed your last pause at the bottom of the out breath, just take a normal, natural, smooth breath in all the way. Let the whole body feel like it's inflating with breath. And a long exhale to empty all the way out. You're welcome to change the position of your seat. We'll be here just a little moment longer, so just change if you need to change your cross leg or your position. And then take the arms, reach them forward with the palms spinning up. So we get this little external rotation in your arms. And then take that shape all the way and reach it up above your head, working to spin the palms of the hands back behind you as you let the shoulder blades elevate and lift up your back. Take a nice full breath in. Draw the low front ribs in as you breathe out. So we lengthen out of the lower back. We find a little bit more core containment. 2 more breaths. Continue to spin the palms back behind you. Feel that rotation of your arms and the elevation of your shoulder blades. Take 1 more full breath in. Again, hold, really reach up, lengthen the spine. Well done, and then release. Press the arms all the way down to the sides. And okay, take your right arm and reach it all the way up, spinning the palm back. Bend the elbow and let it come behind your head. Reach the left arm out, spinning the palm back. Bend the elbow and let it thread back behind your body. And then rather than letting your arms and hands touch your body, see if you can hover them off your back and off your skull. So we actively work this range in our shoulders. Take a full breath in. Again, knit the front ribs down so we lengthen out of the low back as you breathe out. We're going to windmill from side to side, so arms reach out as we breathe in. Good, left arm will go up, right arm will wrap back, and we hover and squeeze the hands behind. Inhale, reach, widen the chest, open. Exhale, little windmill, change the rotation of the shoulders, so bottom arm slightly internally rotated. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, spin and wrap. Top arm externally rotated. Oh, good. 2 more. Reach. Breath in. Exhale, windmill around. Shoulder mobility. 1 more. Breath in. Exhale, rotate around. Well done. And then release your arms. Relax them down. We'll transition onto all fours. If you need to just kick the legs out or wriggle the ankles or the toes. And then place your hands and your feet down. We'll spin the right fingertips back around to face your left knee. So your right thumb is spinning out and your pinky finger is spinning in. We're going to take a little gentle cat-cow here. So just go slow in this wrist extension. Take a breath in as the chest lifts. And then round the spine, exhale, gently press into the palm of the hand. 3 more forwards as you breathe in. Moving through the spine, exhale with the breath. Again, forwards, inhale. Round the spine, exhale. Good, slowly release and just shake out that wrist. And then we'll swap sides, spin the left fingers back so the thumb is out, the pinky finger is in, and then off you go. A couple of rounds of your cow-cat extension, and then flexion of the spine as we exhale. 3 more rounds. Can you sink back into that, almost that long kind of box breathing, maybe even 3 counts to inhale, feeling a little pause, and then an exhale, 3 counts. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Shake out your left wrist, and then back to table pose. We're going to do our sliding lat stretch. So coming onto the knife edge of your right hand, the left elbow will bend backwards as we slide the right arm forward like a slice. So you're going to press out long and active through the right arm. Hug the left elbow in as you look to the left. Allow that lat to stretch as the shoulder blade lengthens up the back. We gently pull the hips back and draw the front ribs in for a little bit of strength there. Take a nice full breath in. And then scoop the abdominals so we round the spine as the right hand pulls back underneath the shoulder. Tuck and look underneath the body. Left arm, knife edge, slice it forward as you turn to the right. Pull the right elbow back. Wrap the ribs in. Take a nice long breath here. And then again, round the spine. Drag the left hand under as you push down through all 4 limbs. 2 more. Inhale, right arm forwards, turn to look to left. Exhale, round the spine. Last one, left arm forwards. And exhale, round the spine. Well done. Stack the joints here and tuck the toes under. So we come into a little knee hover, starting to wake up through the core. So even weight in the legs and the arms. Drag the hands as if you could pull them towards your kneecaps so the shoulder blades are actively sliding down your back. Take a nice full breath in. And then downward facing dog. You might need to walk your feet a little step back there. Okay, rise to the balls of the feet, lift your heels in down dog. Let that roll forwards to high planks. Nice and slow, breath in, finding your high plank. Come to that bent knee hover and then press the chest to the legs as you straighten the legs, down dog, long breath out. Forwards to high plank, slow breath in. Little bent knee hover, press back, down dog, and then straighten the legs as you breathe out. Last one, forwards, high plank, breath in. Bend the knees, hover, press back, down dog, breath out. Awesome, forwards to high plank, take a breath in. Good, pause there and walk the feet a little bit wider apart in your high plank, so a little bit more wider base of support. Press through left hand, reach right arm up by your ear, and then try to spin the palm of the hand up towards the ceiling, so thumb up. Woo. Take a breath in, and then high plank, lower the hand. Good, shift, right hand down, left arm reaches forward, spin the thumb up, palm spins up, take a breath in, and then hand to the floor. Good, widen the hands a little bit, take an inhale as you stretch the spine forwards, lower the knees, lower chaturanga, and all the way down. Take the fingers off the mat and create little tents with your fingers. So finger pads down, palms up, forehead to ground, and then roll your shoulders back and almost feel like you could pull your elbows back behind you as you press down into the floor. So active pec stretch, forehead stays relaxed, legs and pelvis stays anchoring down, and then squeeze the shoulder blades and the elbows back to feel that traction. Keep all of that action as you lift up to our little cobra variation. So take a breath in and extend the spine, forward, up and out. And then exhale, almost drag your chest further forwards. Your hands back as you lower down. Exhale. 2 more. Rolling up, cobra pose, breath in. Rolling down, breath out. Last one, full breath in. And lower, full breath out. Hands by the low ribs, tuck your toes, push up to hands and knees, full breath in. Child's pose, hips to heels, breath out. Take a nice long inhale and a long breath out. Roll forwards to all fours. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale. Start to walk forward to your hands. Bend the knees as much as you need to walk all the way to the top of the mat. And then just grab your elbows, let your spine hook up and over your legs. Nice big knee bend, hip hinge. Take a full breath. Let the weight of the arms drag the shoulder blades down. And then release. Slowly roll up through your spine, nice and steady. Awesome. And then we'll reach the arms all the way up. Take a full breath in. Palms will spin back, so we work that external rotation in the shoulder. Open the arms, swing them back as you bend the knees and fold all the way over your legs. Halfway lift, slide the hands up the legs, draw the spine forward, engage the shoulder blades onto the back, and then exhale, release the skull. Rise up. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up again, palms spin back. Open the arms, reach them back as you forward fold straight back down Long breath out. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Bow forward, release. One more like that. Rise up, roll up, reach the arms up. Palms spin back, lengthen through the spine. Swing the arms back, exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Halfway lift, lengthen, and bow forwards. Step your right foot all the way back, drop the knee under the hip for our 90-90 low lunge. So stack the joints here, engage the right glute to lift the right hip bone. I want you to be active here, reach the arms all the way up. Bend the elbows and take the hands together like this behind the back of your head. So the elbows are still wrapping in and framing around the head here. Press the head gently into the forearms so that you can pick up the ribs and lengthen the spine. You're going to take a breath in. Think of the elbows pointing up and back to lift the chest. Keep the extension as you press forward a little bit deeper into your front knee and lunge. Good. Scoot back and lift upright. Take a breath in. Let the chest go up and back as the lunge goes forward and down. One more. Inhale, restack. Exhale, chest up, hips down. Well done. Arms to sky, release. Circle them back and all the way down to the floor. Fingertip lunge, lift the right thigh, stretch out through the leg, take a breath in. Downward facing dog, step back, breath out. Roll forwards to high plank, nice and smooth, inhale. Drop the knees and lower halfway to chaturanga. So wrap the elbows in, roll the shoulders back. Push up on a breath in. Child's pose, hips back, breath out. Slide through onto the floor. So get out away from the arms. The arms are going to move out of the way. Let your whole body snake onto the floor. And then cobra pose from here. So ground the legs, engage the glutes and the back to lift up. Take a breath in. And then exhale to lower. Tuck your toes, push up to knees or plank. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right leg, lift it back and up. So three-legged down dog. Press the heel high. Ground through the palms of the hands to get longer through the spine. Take a big breath in. And then tiger curl, right knee to your nose, step forward, drop the left knee for our low lunge and reach the arms up. Take a full breath in. Palms together, hands behind the back of the head. Press the skull into the arms so we lift up out of the waist. Take a breath in, turn the chest and elbows up. Engage the left glute as you lunge forwards into the right leg. Keep lifting up with the chest. Good, come out of the lunge. Take a breath in. Chest up, hips forward and down as you breathe out. One more, pull back, breath in. Engage the left glute as you lunge deeper, breath out. Arms to ceiling, reach up. Circle them all the way back, open the chest, and then hands to the floor. Fingertip lunge, lift the back thigh, stretch the spine, take a breath in. We step top of the mat, feet to forward fold, breath out. Rise to stand, lift the arms all the way up, think palms spin back, forward fold, circle the arms to open the chest as you fold. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Hands to floor, left foot steps back, drop the left knee down. Again, low lunge, reach the arms up, breath in. Elbows bend, we deepen into the lunge as we breathe out. So hips down, squeeze left butt. Inhale, come back up, arms to sky. Exhale, hands circle around and down. Fingertip lunge, lift the back knee, take a breath in. Downward facing dog, step back, exhale. Forwards to high plank, roll through your spine. Knees can come down, lower halfway chaturanga and hover. Push back up on an inhale. Knees down, child's pose, breath out. Snake onto the floor and then into your cobra pose or upward facing dog. Lift the hips and the thighs, take a breath in. We move to downward facing dog as you exhale. Left leg slowly lifts, three-legged down dog. Kick the heel high to engage the glutes and the hamstring. Press the ground away to lengthen through your spine. Take another breath in. Left knee to nose, tiger curl, big step forward. Low lunge, right knee down, reach the arms forward and up. As the elbows bend, we hook the chest up. We press the hips down as we breathe out. Good. Come back. Inhale, arms to ceiling. Circle them back, down, and around. Good. Fingertip lunge. Lift the right thigh. Take a breath in. Step top of the mat. Forward fold. Breath out. Rise to stand. Lift the arms. Circle them all the way up. And then hands to your chest. Full breath out. Okay, I'll face you. Reach the right arm all the way up. Again, externally rotate, bend your elbow, and then catch a hold with your left hand. You're going to turn the elbow up into the left hand, soften the ribs down, but lift the arm and the shoulder blade up. Take a breath in. Little side bend over to the left. So we want to get this big side stretch moving through the whole right side of the spine. Press a little heavier down through your right foot and see if you can gently engage through the glutes, just a little bit. So we lift out of the pelvis, up and out of the low back. One more full breath in and release. Arms and shoulders come down. Left arm up, externally rotate. Bend the elbow, catch a hold with your right hand. Lift the left shoulder blade, the left elbow up into the right hand, and then exhale, side bend over to the right. Doesn't have to be a huge side bend. Press heavy through your left foot and leg and engage the left glute there, lifting out of the left side of the body. So nice. Take a full breath in. And then release your arms, relax the shoulders, exhale. Awesome. Top of your mat, reach the arms up, take a full breath in. Forward fold all the way down, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Hands down, right foot, big step back. This time crescent lunge, so bend the back knee so you can reach all the way up and stack the joints. You're going to take a full breath in here again, scooping the right glute to upright the front of the pelvis. A little more active length here in the hips. Take another breath in. And then we're going to knee bend. So hands to hips, bend the back knee and think about driving the knee forward and the hip bone forward and up. Great. Press the back leg a little more straight as you reach the arms up. Maybe start to lift the rib cage and lift the chest forward, up and back. Take a breath in. And then hands circle all the way down. We step back, downward dog, long breath out. Awesome. Roll forwards to high plank. Take a breath in. Knees can come down. We drop halfway chaturanga as we breathe out. Push back up. Inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Slide through into your cobra or upward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. So good, right leg to sky, three-legged dog, full breath in. Tiger curl, knee to nose, big step forward. High lunge, go slow, reach all the way up. Pause, squeeze the left glute to upright the left side of the pelvis. Good, take a full breath in, arms lift. Hands to hips, knee bend, try to drive the left knee forwards and the left hip bone up. Straighten the back leg, keeping that pelvic alignment. Lift the chest, reach the arms, maybe lift up and back, take a full breath in. And then we circle around to step forward, top of the mat. Exhale. Rise to stand, lift up, take an inhale. Straight back down, forward fold, breath out. We have one more round of this flow. Halfway lift to lengthen. Bow forward, step left foot back. Crescent lunge, rise up, breath in. Knee bend, hands to hips, squeeze the glutes under. Crescent lunge, a little straighter through the back leg as we extend the chest up. All the way around to downward facing dog, long breath out. High plank, move forwards, inhale. Chaturanga halfway to hover, exhale. Push up, breath in. Child's pose, knees down, exhale. Slide through into cobra or upward facing dog, take a full breath in. Downward facing dog, long breath out. Left leg, three-legged dog, smooth inhale. Tiger curl, long exhale. Step through for crescent lunge. Rise up, inhale. Knee bend, exhale. Crescent lunge, a little straighter with the back leg. Take a full breath in, lift up and back. Forward fold, top of the mat, breath out. Rise to stand, lift the arms, sweep high, full breath in. Hands to your chest, full breath out. Amazing, hands on hips. Lift your right knee forwards and up into our little standing balance. Squeeze the left glute, really anchor down through the left heel for balance and stability. Okay, you're going to keep this heel clamp. So right heel clamping towards back of right leg, engaging the hamstrings here a little, and then bring your knees a little closer together. Ooh, balancing. If you're on carpet, really hard. If you're at the beach on sand, even harder, or grass. So you've made it a challenge for yourself depending on where you've chosen to practice. All right, lift your right knee forward and up again. Find that hip flexion. Take a breath in. Exhale, heel clamp as the leg kind of swings back in line with the left. Really lift the right hip bone up so we keep that upright pelvis. One more knee lifts, breath in. Little swing back, breath out. Keep the legs here, hands on hips. You're going to start to hip hinge up and over your standing left leg. We're coming into a little bent-legged kind of warrior three shape. So heel clamp with the lifted leg, hip hinge with the supporting leg. Good, and then kick your lifted leg back, back, back. Lengthen out through the heel. Take a full breath in. And then big step back of the mat into your arrowhead. Woo! Come up to crescent lunge. So we'll deload that front leg. Really bend into the back right knee. Take a full breath. And then straighten your legs and bring your hands to the sides of your ribs. So just kind of underneath the floating low ribs. I want you to see if you can get your fingers to kind of scoop up and your thumbs to kind of hook around your lower floating ribs at the back. Straight legs. So we're balancing here a little bit. Again, press through the feet, but equally squeeze the legs in. With the hands holding the ribs, I want you to see if you can pick up your rib cage. As if you could pick it up off your pelvis. Well, you can. Find that space and feel that lightness kind of out of your low back. The shoulders might lift a little bit, just relax them. And then you're going to physically, manually turn your chest up using the support of the hands. So we're getting this little extension through our thoracic. Squeeze your right butt. And then we're going to bend the back knee and kind of lean back as we turn the front of the chest forward and up. So front leg straight, back knee bends, and then squeeze the right butt for stability. Good. Bend the front knee, straighten the back leg. Sweep your arms forward, long arrowhead lunge. Take a breath in, arms lift, and then pivot to wide-legged fold, long edge of your mat. Bring your left fist under the chest center of your mat. Bend your right knee and open the hip, and then rotate and twist. Reach the right arm to the sky. Equal pressure through both legs. Press down to lift and lengthen the spine. Take a full breath in, open up the chest. And then bend the knees, come back around to your left foot as you exhale. Sweep the left leg all the way back and up. Take a full breath in. You're welcome to bend the knee and open up the hip here. And then downward facing dog. Come forwards, high plank, nice and slow. Breath in. Halfway chaturanga, elbows and shoulders back. Push up, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Snake through into your cobra or upward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog, hips high. Right leg to the sky, three-legged dog, breath in. Tiger curl, knee to nose to step through. Shift the hands forward, lift up and over your right leg as the left leg kicks back and up. So standing L, take a full breath in. And then forward fold, top of the mat, release as you breathe out. Rise to stand, all the way up, reach the arms up above your head. And then hands to chest, slow exhale. Second side, hands on your hips. Left knee lifts forward and up. Heel clamp, and then take the left knee back in line with your right knee as you keep finding this heel clamp, working the hamstring strength, but lift up through the left hip, so engage the left butt cheek. Good, come back forwards, take a breath in, knee lifts, hip flexion, and then take it back, little hip extension, squeezing with the heel. Again, hip flexion, take a breath in, and then swing it back. Good, stay here, hands on hips. Start to hip hinge up and over your standing leg. Keep the heel clamp as the spine pulls forward, up and out. And then kick the lifted leg. The left leg is going to kick back, lift the heel bone, take one more breath. And then big step back, arrowhead and land. Crescent lunge, bend your left knee so you can lift all the way up. And then hands to your ribs, straighten your legs and just pause. Find your balance here. Good, thumbs at the back, low ribs, fingers kind of wrapping around the sides and the front. Pick up the rib cage off the waist, feel that space. Squeeze through your left butt, turn the chest up and back, and then start to bend your back knee as you kind of lean up and back any amount. So heaps of core, press through the front leg, and then curl the chest up and back. Good. Bend the front knee, come out of it, extended arrowhead, reach forward, take a breath in, lift the arms, and then wide-legged fold to the long edge of your mat. Bring your right fist underneath your chest, center of mat, bend the back knee, open the hip, and then open the left arm. So we're turning to twist around towards that back leg. Good, press into the feet and legs, take a smooth breath in, open up the chest. And then come all the way back around to your right foot into your lunge, long exhale. Right leg sweeps back and up, three-legged dog. So big breath in, bend the knee, open the hip, and then downward facing dog. Last little flow, come forwards to high plank, take a breath in. Lower halfway chaturanga. Push up, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Slide through into cobra or upward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Downward facing dog, long breath out. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog, breath in. Tiger curl, knee to nose, big step through. Hands forward, lean forward as you lift the right leg. Standing L, stretch through the spine, take a full breath in. And then forward fold, land your feet and bend your knees. So nice. Rise to stand, lift your arms all the way up, take a full breath in. Hands to your chest, full breath out. Okay, I'm going to pick up the right knee, heel clamp and swing the leg back. Catch a hold of the outside of your right ankle with your right hand. So get this little quad release and stretch. Okay, so welcome to stay like this with left hand on your hip or reach around and also grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand. So we have a double little bind, holding on to the foot here. We're going to come into that little hip hinge balance. So start to just a little bit kick your right foot back into your hand or your arms, and then start to hip hinge up and over the standing leg. Take a nice big knee bend so you can really manage that balance there and activation in the glutes. Good, little gentle kick back, chest pulls forward. Take a full breath in and then release. Whoa, big step back of the mat and then fold over your front leg. Good, so coming into a bit more hamstring here. If you need to, drop the back knee and come into our half variation. Otherwise, pyramid and then lengthen up and forward over the front leg. Just one more breath here. A long breath out. Okay, come into your lunge, right hand down, open up the left arm, take a nice big twist, let the chest open and yawn, and then hand to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Really nice. Okay, lift your right leg back and up, bend the knee and open up the hip. So we find that heel clamp in our three-legged dog. We're going to come forwards into the arms, pivot the left heel down, so we're moving into a side plank on the left arm and leg, and then take the ball of the right foot down behind you. I want you to engage the glutes to lift the hips, reach the right arm up and over your ear, or start to turn your chest towards the ceiling. Focus on the push down, engaging the glutes to feel that opening across the whole front of your spine and your hips. Take one more full breath in, and then downward facing dog, step and pivot all the way around. Really good job. Left leg, three-legged dog, full breath in. Tiger curl, knee to nose, big step forward, and then drop your back knee to the ground. All right, right hand down, left arm swims back behind us, either to hold the back of the pelvis or bend again, heel clamp, and maybe catch a hold of your right foot with your left hand. You can always come up onto your right fingertips and move the pelvis back a little bit. And then you can play, see how it feels to kind of passively drop into the lunge, how it feels to engage the glutes and pull back a little bit in the hips. So you can floss a little bit there to see what feels most comfortable for you. Good. Just one more full breath in. And slowly release your back foot. Okay, we'll come up to our low lunge, reach the arms all the way up. Hands through the center so we can take a twist. So lean over the left leg, rotate to the left, either tap your right elbow or hook it outside your left leg. Always an option to bring right hand to the floor. So find your tap or your hook, press down gently, widen the left knee out into the bind of your arm so that we can lock into the left hip and then press off the back thigh. Good. So you can keep your bind at any moment if you need to. Your right hand can come to the ground in front, under your shoulder, yeah? Because we're going to take a balance. So right hand can always come down. You're going to look forward over the front toes, hop the back foot in just a little bit closer so that you can really lift over the front leg, and then start to play with lifting your back leg off the mat and air out. And remember, your right hand can come down under the shoulder at any moment. Good. Everybody meet there. Right hand under shoulder, straighten the legs, lift the left arm, rotate and twist to the left. Take a big breath in, and then release and forward fold over your legs. Sweep your left leg back and up, and just let it jiggle and shake. Little spaghetti moment with your left leg. And then drop it back down. Good. Roll up to stand nice and slowly. No rush. Woo. Okay, we've got one more side. Left knee's going to lift. Heel clamp, take it back. Left hand will grab outside of your left ankle, and then again, really draw the heel to the butt, engage the glute, stay, or maybe your right hand also reaches back for a little double bind. And then just go slowly with this balance. So you're going to start to kick the leg back just a little bit. Let that pull your chest forward. Start to bend into your standing leg and then hip hinge. Up and over as you gently kick back. Good. Hold. One more full breath in. And then slowly release, big step back, and then hands to the floor. Straighten your legs or drop your left knee for a little variation of half split. Good. Let your spine release. Take a nice breath in. And a full breath out. Okay, come through lunge, left hand down, open the right arm, just take that twist. Nice big breath into the chest. Push into the legs as you breathe out. Hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open up the hip so we find that heel clamber. Then we're going to move forward into the plank. Rotate into side plank on the right. So spin the right heel down, weight in the right arm, and then tap the left foot behind you. Engage the glutes, reach the top arm overhead. Good. Big breath into the whole side body, the front body. And downward facing dog, pivot around. Right leg up and back, full breath in. Tiger curl, pull it forward, big step, and then drop your left knee. All right, open the right arm in the chest. Reach back either to hold your pelvis or maybe grab your foot and find that heel to pelvis. And then you can rock back a little. You can rock forwards a little bit. Getting into your quads and your hip flexors. Active and then passive. You can see what your body responds to a little bit better here now that you're super warm, hopefully. Good, and then release your back foot if you have it. All right, come up through your little 90-90, back toes are tucked. Let the arms lift so the spine lengthens. And then we twist, bring the left elbow to tap or hook outside the right thigh. Press the right thigh a little into the bind of the arm so you can feel that shift and hook back in your pelvis, and then press off your back leg. Good, so remember at any moment, left hand can come to floor for a little more open twist. Look over your standing front leg, lean forward, step the back foot a little bit closer. And then play with pulling the chest forward as we lift and kick the left leg any amount, back and up. Remember, left hand can always find the ground. We'll stay here for one more breath. And then everyone, left hand forward under shoulder, straighten the limbs, lift the right arm, big full breath in, and then forward fold, release. Good, right leg lifts and then squiggle, spaghetti moment, releasing the hip. Good. And then slowly come to forward fold. Bend your knees, lower down through a squat, coming all the way into your open hips. And then lower your pelvis to the floor. Alrighty, so we're going to roll down onto our back, nice and slow. One vertebra at a time, peeling the spine all the way onto the ground. Okay, coming into bridge or wheel. So feet on the ground. Arms reach down by the sides of the body. You're going to roll up and lift your hips up off the mat. So you can stay here, option 1, hands down. Option 2, with straight arms, interlace the hands underneath your back and tuck the shoulders under a little to open the pecs. Option 3, bend at the elbow, and you have to kind of rock one hand under at a time and bring the hands kind of underneath the low back and the pelvis. It's a lot of wrist extension. If it feels okay, you can stay here like this. Otherwise, last option is wheel pose. Let the arms reach back behind your head so shoulder blades elevate up your back. Bend the elbows and then take the fingertips so that they point towards your shoulders. Good. Just see how that feels for you today. Wrapping the elbows kind of forward, up and back. Take a breath in. Engage the legs, press down, and then big inhale. Maybe lift all the way up, maybe lift to your skull. Good. Maybe stay in bridge or bind with the bridge. Good. Wherever you've chosen to be, we take another 3 full breaths. Strong legs in any pose that you've chosen. One more breath in. And then very slowly, whichever shape you're in, we come through bridge. We roll down through our spine, one vertebra at a time. And then just let the knees knock into touch, constructive rest. Let your spine settle. Find your breath. Good. Okay. If you want to do more, you can hit pause and do another one. Otherwise, just a little bit of gentle core now. So just take a breath in. Exhale, float the right knee up to tabletop. Just let it float through that very gentle core engagement. And then inhale, let it drop down. Left side, exhale, let it float up to tabletop. And then inhale, let it drop down. This is really gentle. You can stay here. If you need a little bit more, you can bring both knees up to tabletop. We tap one foot down as we breathe in, and then exhale, we bring it back up. Good, your choice. Left side, and then bring it back up. One more on each side. Just a little bit from all that extension, just to recalibrate that more neutral spine. Great, and then lower your feet to the floor. Cross your right shin over your left thigh, little figure 4. Grab between the legs and then gently squeeze this shape in. You're welcome to play with kind of rocking a little more to the left in this shape, pulling it into the chest a lot, or just keeping the pelvis more on the ground. So you can play and see what feels most relief for your glutes. One more full breath in. And then we'll take a twist, hug the right knee in, lengthen the left leg down, and take the right knee over to the left for a twist. More priority on the breath and the right side of the body staying open. And last full breath in. And come back to center. Both feet on the floor, knees bent. Cross your left ankle over your right shin, little figure 4, and then grab through. You can really squeeze in, lifting the pelvis off the floor a bit. You can let the pelvis drop and then almost sway or circle the shape a little bit to see how that feels. Just one more full breath in. And then hug the left knee in, right leg down, and then take a twist, left knee over to the right. Then take 2 more breaths here. Nice and slow. Awesome. And then come back to center. Just hug both the knees softly in towards your chest. You might just stay there and allow your pelvis to anchor down and forwards into the mat. So you have more of a natural curve under your lower back. You're welcome to take a happy baby and grab the feet. Again, same thing, let the pelvis press forwards and down so there's that natural curve under your low back here. And just take one final breath. And then very slowly release your feet, either coming through constructive rest with the knees knocking in, or let the legs lengthen out, give them a little shake, and then arrive in your Shavasana, or your seated meditation. And this is where you can just hit pause, you can close the computer or press mute so that you can allow yourself just to be and rest for as long as you have time for. If this concludes your practice for the day, then I just invite you to take 3 rounds of that box breath, an inhale for 4, a pause for 4, an exhale for 4, a pause for 4. Just 3 rounds, nice and smooth and slow, just to notice if there's any difference in the texture or the pacing or even the feeling of the breath after you have opened your spine, all of the muscles around your chest. So you take the time that you need. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon.